Hey everybody, we're finally going to jump into a Guilds of Ravnica draft. This is likely to be a partial, almost certainly going to be a partial, but I'll try to get at least one a game in, maybe two, depending on how long it takes. But if you buy from Card Kingdom, it's not going to take long for those cards to get to you. They are my sponsor, and if you check out their panels down below, check out the panel down below, you'll find a link via my affiliate to their wonderful website where you can get everything you need for your Magic stuff, and you can get it there quickly, exactly what you expect, and with super competitive prices. And if you want to send them some of your cards, they have a 30% store credit bonus, and you can really rack up some credit for some cards you aren't even really using. And then it's nice. It's like you got free Magic for a long time. And you get the clutter out of your life. I mean, if you're not using those cards, what are you doing with them, right? So might as well ship them off to Card Kingdom, get some value out of them, and get some tidiness in your life a bit. We are going to dive in here almost like, it's like 98% that we're going to end up Dimir, Izzet, or Boros. That's just the three pairs I end up in this format. So let's figure it. Let's see where we end up. That's a guild gate underneath me, my avatar there. Well, Loxodon is a fine place to start for a Boros deck. Justice Strike, also great. But we will start on the Loxodon. It's the most powerful card here. I love me this Deadly Visit and the Justice Strike, but I think we just have to take the Loxodon. No, this is the paid account. We don't need to consider gems. If you think you would take Deadly Visit over Loxodon for power level, we can discuss. But I think Loxodon is good enough and Boros powerful enough that I want to start here. I'm going to start here. Here we can Skyline Scout, Unicorn, or pivot towards something else, or Command the Storm. I think it's Unicorn or Command, actually. What do you think? Unicorn is the same color, so that in a lot of formats that would be a big factor for me, but I consider all white cards in this format to be Boros cards anyway. I'm in for the Unicorn though, that's fine. This is pretty clunky. We can take this command if we want to stay on the Boros plan. Artful Takedown could pivot us towards Dimir. I don't like the Guild Mage there. It doesn't really... maybe Fëanor. Maybe I'm biased against Selesnya, but I had so little success with it. I pretty much got turned off of even trying. But I think we have to take the command here. This is tempting, but this is right on plan. What's not on plan is that we have 2 5s and a 4. I mean, Loxodon isn't really a 5, but we're pretty expensive for what you want to be in a Boros deck, and this doesn't help much. I almost want to take the gate here. The gates aren't really wheeling, so if we want to get this support, we could. The other option is the Sworn Companions, or we look for a place to pivot to. Again, Fëanor seems to like Selesnya enough to maybe consider Recluse or Beetle. Those are considerations if you are in that mode. Sworn Companions is just okay. I don't prioritize this highly. So I'm going to just take the gate. This is interesting. this kind of leaps out as a possibility, but it's also super clunky, whereas a Cosmotronic Wave, you really want one of these in every Boros deck if you can do it. Selesnya for Science. God, I just don't even see green cards once I've started down this path. I don't think this wave necessarily wheels. And I think we want to go low, like... MC says you can always get a wave. You can until you can't, and then you're really sad that you don't have a wave. Locksmith is the bad... like, we can probably wheel a Locksmith. If we had a bunch of small stuff right now, I would go with Flight, but we are so clunky right now. We only have 3 spells, though. I'm going to take the wave. We could end up with 7 waves from here and go, ah! But if we end up with 0 waves from here, I'll be so glad that we got one. This is not going well. No small Boros stuff. Do we have to plan for a pivot? We could take Dimir Informant. And... oh yeah, we could take Off-Color Gate for a possible, like... Hypothesizal, but I really don't like splashing in Boros. It's not really what you want to be doing to win with Boros. So this is starting off pretty badly. And these aren't... neither of these are real cards to me, so... it's really like Beetle to hedge Selesnya or Informant to hedge... is it? So I'm going to take Informant, but it's probably just a throwaway pick. More expensive stuff. Like, I like Parhelion Patrol more than Blade Instructor, but I also think we got to get lower than we're at right now. So I'm going to take the Instructor. Even though I like that flyer better. Saw gold in Boros and got excited, but it's crappy gold Boros. Glaive of the Guild Pack, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing this. I really don't think we're doing Ladev Guardian either. We play 2 gates. I hear you, James, but man, I'm worried about our curve right now. Yeah, we could take Dissident here. Maybe Dissident is the appropriate lean in this case. Guildgate number 2. The Glaive of the Guild Pack. I only like this in the green, black, spare creature type deck. I'm gonna take Dissident. Why y'all like Glaive? This card's so whatever. You're all screaming it. No, I'm not taking it. I don't like that card. I don't like our deck, though, so there's that. We can take Woodshaper here. Might just be forced into Selesnya at this point. Boo, this stinks. I'm going to take a Vigor Spore Worm and end up Selesnya. You're sad? Well, you go do an experiment. We can take color for the big dude. Take a gate to support the new color direction we have here. Yeah, these packs have been miserable. I'm gonna go with the land though. Recluse is fine. Ladev, and these are both not great, but we'll take... I think I actually like this. 3/4 is a little bit more of an important body, and the life can matter against Boros. But but ugh. Blah. Gross. Trophy is not what we want. Look at these garbage packs. District Guide, I guess. Yeah, surprise cleanup is a good plan, man. You'd be happy if this were Demir? Like, you're like, yes, pack 2, pick 1, Dowser? No, come on. We'll take the guide. I think we're grudgingly being pushed into Selesnya. I don't like Marshall even when white is my main color, honestly. Well, here's a Selesnya bomb, question mark? Certainly we're taking it. Oh, to splash the trophy. Yeah. Ladev Champ is pretty all right. Patrol also, but I think we need to take Champ and keep lower. Our curve is just too high. We're also, if we cut the red, I think we're out of red. And blue, so this is really what we're looking at. And if they don't answer this, it's quite good. Maybe we'll wheel a beetle. Peacemaker and Rosemane are kind of on plan for the old Selesnya deck. More Rosemane, though. We'll take the Rosemane. Try to get this out early. But here we are again, needing early stuff. If Peacemaker were a 2-drop of some kind, it might trump the Centaur. But I think we got to take... Or they're both Centaurs. Trump the Rosemane, but we're going to take Rosemane. Like, here's a Generous Stray, but we're going to take a Skyline Scout. It's a 2-drop! Get it, quick! Vine works for us on curve and does help with convoking stuff out. So we'll take the Vine. And another Instructor. Blah. This is all just going so garbagey. Another Vine or a 10th District Guard. I guess we'll take the Guard. Here's a Vine or a Hunted Witness. Again, I don't really like the Hunted Witness. I'm going to go with Vine. We're going to try and continue to work our convoke angle, and then things like the Vine do okay. I don't know what's open, man. It's like garbage is open. Yeah, removal maybe, but that removal is so underwhelming to me that I actually prefer to just shore up our early creature base, given that we're trying to do convoking stuff. And we could take another worm, but I'm going to go with more mana support. Here's a Righteous Blow I can get behind. And maybe another Restorer. Another Restorer. Okay. I mean, like, do we even want it? Do we want a second one? I don't even think we want a second one. I think we'd rather just have a patrol. Or prey upon. All right, fine. Whatever. Yeah, great with all our little creatures. Now I really will prioritize those make 2/1/1 lifelinker dudes. Here, I guess we got to take a beetle. You got Flower and Flourish. That's nice too, but we really just need... Like, this is pack 3. We really need to fill this out. I kind of like... I like the idea of Flower Flourish, but I really like the idea of 2-drops. Gird. I don't like Gird here. This isn't really a Gird deck. Take the Beetle. Here's another good 2 in the Dissident. And again, I'm going to pass 4s. We just need to get low down here. Low down is the ask of this pack. So I'm going to take the 2s as we get them. Another wave. Skylight Legionnaire. Boring 4-3. Decent 4-4. I guess we take the decent 4-4. Hey, D. Do you want a Healer's Hawk? Yeah, I guess so. Nothing much here. Maybe a combat trick isn't the worst. Yeah, we'll take a combat trick. Best of 1. Don't love the Canopy main. Don't think we're going to do a Candlelight Vigil in this one. I don't like that 1-drop, though. Take another Take Heart. Here's the reason Selesnya sucks. Its go-to gold uncommon is weak. I really don't like the Witness. Maybe I don't know how to play Selesnya, or maybe I don't know how to play white decks in the format, but this doesn't feel like if I'm Boros, then maybe you can convince me that like curving out on the 1s is super important, but we're trying to win with like Vigor Spore Worm and double Camaraderie. Like, it getting a 1-1 on 1 is not quite correct. I think Colossus could be the pick, but I'm fine. I actually just want another 2. Yeah, I'm gonna take another 2. Prey Upon Wield. That's nice. We'll take that. Get a 3rd Gate, a 2nd Righteous Blow, a 3rd 2. What do we need here? Let's put this in this view, and I'm actually going to pull this one. You have 20 seconds to tell me Gate, Guard. I gotta spell Guard right. Or Blow. Carl, that was that was something I noticed was missing when I played that Wish Fey early on, and I don't think they fixed it. Yeah, that's where I was at. Just be unexciting, but fill out those 2s. Okay. This is another reason Selesnya sucks. Its other gold uncommon also sucks. So, take a Convoke dude. This we don't really want. I guess we take the Wary, but are we even gonna play it? I don't think we're gonna play it. I don't think it matters. I don't think we're playing any of it. I suppose we might convoke out a Guardian a turn early, but it's pretty weak. I don't. Why would we play this? We're not. It doesn't ramp, and we're not trying to fix a third color. Not very. That was part of the problem. Another problem with Selesnya in this format is that its power cards are things like this Convoke 4/4, and then your Dimir opponent plays a stupid 4/5 for 5, and you're brickwalled. Just a lot of things that are 5 toughness that that totally stonewall the 4/4s in the format. All right, let's get on with it. I'll take this one. I guess it's slightly more likely to see play. Another one. Hey there, Tupperware. Thank you for that raid, and welcome to the Tupperware viewers. We are closing in on the end of a draft, and I'm not going to play all of. We're going to play some of. We started just to catch you up on the new viewers. We started with the Pack 1 Pick 1 Venerated Loxodon. Then we took an Inspiring Unicorn. Then we took a Command the Storm, thinking we were going to head towards Boros, but then the red just dried up. The Boros, the packs have been bad, and the bots kind of forced us into Selesnya. The good news is we have a lot of playables. The bad news is the deck doesn't look great. So here, we're never playing the Canopy main, so I'm going to take this, and we just have lots of cuts to make now. Here, I'll take the 1/1, and we can decide if it's worth the play. I don't think it is, though. 60 gems. $12 cuts, and we are at 29 creatures, so largely we need to just cut creatures. Let's cut at least 2 of those, one of these. Probably that. I'm pretty down on the Hunted Witness. You can chime in if you think that's a mistake. We got cuts, though. Cuts to make. Probably just even want to cut this one. This one. That. Where does that put us? 21-6. Maybe we just cut the Recluse. It's pretty good against flyers, but we kind of want to be a little more proactive, I think. Yeah, I might even cut a Vine is the thing. Maybe cut a Righteous Blow. I think Vine is playable in a situation where you're looking to do some convoking, but the thing is I just cut a bunch of our convoke stuff and we're basically down to Centaur and Loxodon, so we could cut Vine. Hey, 5 Buff, how you doing? I think we're running all of these. Well, I love that we have a lot of 2s. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 2s. Maybe we can cut 1. Since we have also 2 1s that we're okay with playing early. All right, I can lose a guard. Then what do you like from here? 1 more tough cut. Foragers, maybe? Woodshaper's not great, but it almost always finds something, and with Camaraderie, we don't mind a ETB draw card creature. Yeah, sorry, let me get out of your way. What's the name of that Russian detective show? Detective Comrade, right? Invincible still wants Witness. Well, maybe just cut the other vine and call it a deck. Yeah, Recluse was on my short list. If we wanted to cut Spider, we could bring in something like a Restorer. Try to get this out on 4. That feel a little more aggro, a little more on plan. The only air protection without Spider is Prey Upon and Healer's Hawk. Skyline Scout doesn't fly except on attack. You want like a 3/2 Vigilance over like the Restorer? Something like that. I'm down with that. We can try that. We're kind of just finding the creature we think ought to slot in here. Well, you got... all right, so let's go to 39 cards, and I'm going to vote it. We'll go 20 seconds on Guardian. This is a cat, right? Oh, it's an antelope. Okay, so Wary. Guardian, Wary. What else is in consideration? The Recluse. No, I don't like Wave Splash either. I mean, we do have one land to support that, but I don't think so. I'm having a hard time even figuring out exactly what cards to put in the poll. I'll put in the Vine too, just in case you think the Vine is worth it. Let's start there. Sorry to hear there's been another school shooting. America is broken. And while mental health care is super important, I worry about constantly citing it as a response to gun violence, because there are plenty of nations with similar mental health issues that don't have anywhere near the gun violence. I really don't think the problem is mental health itself. Like, anyway. Interesting. Yeah, I broke it down pretty close. I'll just go with the Wary so we can get to play in here. And I just the one thing I worry about is like the by emphasizing the mental health aspect of gun violence prevention, it plays into the gun enthusiast side of the equation, and they leverage that as the real problem, when I just don't. Yeah, exactly. Mental health is the GOP straw man in the issue, and I don't like supporting that. How we like lands? Yeah, this looks right on the split. No, I know you weren't, Robert. I'm just talking about how to talk about it, you know? It's important too. Actually, here, I'm gonna make a better pun here. All right, let's get at least a game in here. See how it goes. Oh, mental health is incredibly important. I need to take better care of my own mental health, and I'm planning to take steps on that front after my stream today. Oh my God, mental health is so important. I'm only worried that when it comes up in the context of solving the gun violence problem in America, that it's serving a counterproductive straw man talking point. That's it. That's all. We absolutely need to support mental health better in the US. I would like it if it was more culturally accepted to seek mental health support. A lot of people suffer with mental health issues because of the stigma around it. So there's a lot of work to do on the mental health front. I just am wary of it being used as a straw man argument in the gun control debate. I did a little bit mensch, but that's fallen to the wayside too. Totally, Fenor. I think you and Sheesh Falco are on the same response page there. Kept without a 2 and got lucky and found one. Really want to curve out here. All right, now I'm going to focus on magic and try and win this game here. Let's see. Do you think they'll trade? And do we want to trade? With enhanced surveillance, I don't think they want to trade, and I'll offer it. I'm going to offer this trade. I don't want them to take it, but I don't think they will. And if they do, it's not a bad trade anyway. Hopefully we're just too fast for them here to make the guild mage matter all that much. Hopefully also punish them for playing enhanced surveillance. I mean, I saw Ben S play enhanced surveillance in his deck last night, so it's not like I mean, clearly has some support from one of the best players in the world, but I don't love it as a main deck card. I think I like it as a sideboard card against other grind them out strategies. Too bad. I guess we'll just play another instructor and hit for 2, though. True. Sticks around to help with this. And next turn we get to Foragers, and then the turn after we go for this. Seems good. I thought this might be a big commander card, but maybe too expensive. Do you mean if am I going to play another one after this? I might play. I don't know. I'm feeling good. We could play some. I don't have any. I had a lunch date that I was going to get to, but we postponed it till tomorrow. So, well, that's what I was thinking, Wujo. That Commander doesn't. But also, when you spend 6 in Commander, you really wanted to do something amazing, right? I don't have a stockpile. I have 4. I got 4 of them in foil. Whenever I spec on a commander card, I get them in foil. But it was they were bulk foil priced, so I figured I'd try that. Might get countered, I guess. No, no counter. What is there? Is there? What is the 3 mana counter? No, it would be. I'm trying to remember my instance. It's the counter 4 CMC or greater that we might have hit there. Yeah, sabotage also. Thank you. Thank you, disdainful stroke. I don't want to lose to a creeping chill deck. Come on. That card's not good. We drew a unicorn. We have 1 land to protect us against Rat Burglar, so I'm going to go ahead and play the unicorn here. They also tapped out, so we get in for an easy 7. I haven't really read in the announcements. I'm gonna do my homework tonight, folks, and then I'll give a spiel on what I think of the announcements tomorrow. Okay. All right, we picked up a win. Oh, I haven't updated my record. I'm in the wrong spot. I'll play again, but let me hit the restroom first, and then I'll fix my layout, and we'll play one more time. Be right back. Yes, too much coffee is dead air, but thank you for hanging. Let's get back to the right view and adjust this. We are 1-0. We are GRN, Bo1, and we're on paid. All right, looks good. Scout on 2, Instructor on 3, Beetle on 4, setting up for hopefully a nice mentor attack. Best laid plans, of course, but we'll see. I'm going to make a note of that link as well so I can read it later. Maybe I need to write an article this weekend. Some new economic thing to assess. Well, now we might Woodshaper on 4, assuming we get the land. Is it? Let's see if they come up with a 2. I mean, they're pausing. Are they lamenting the lack of a 2 or deciding between them? Deciding between them. Well, obviously going to offer this trade. I don't think they'll take it. Almost accidentally auto-paid that, though. Be careful about that. Find a land off the top, we get Beetle plus Dissident. Uh-oh, dead Instructor, but they have to use their turn to do it, and still hope for that land into double spell, or Woodshaper. Land, land, land. No land. Unfortunate. I'm gonna go with a Dissident here. Eventually a 3/2 flyer will be good, but I like building out the dissident, because also putting it on a dissident could matter. Having a 3/3 that buffs to a 5/5 is pretty sick too. All right, well, we're going to district guide and get our land taken care of. Take a turn off here. Don't get to attack, but get to find land. That's a pretty big game. We can even find our other gate and play that. Really just want to draw land a couple times in a row here. We could consider 2-for-1ing ourselves on a Cyclops, but I think we have to just try and race this. I'm a little uncomfortable here. These Cyclops can hit hard and fast, but don't see us as getting there if we 2-for-1 ourselves either. All right, land is absolutely what we wanted to see. I'm going to double spell here in case we want to skip the Wood Shaper and go Camaraderie next turn off of a land. And let's beetle the Scout for flying potential. Play the Guard. This doesn't matter. I'm not attacking this turn. I mean, we could offer the Scout for this Cyclops, and that wouldn't be the worst, but we have Camaraderie coming, so we're going to say no attacks. See if we can get another land and do some work with this card. All right. Now if we get a land, maybe I'll go Scout Wood Shaper. But the Cyclops are going to come in here. Dang. And they got a quasi-duplicate, so they get to do this again next turn. That is rough, folks. Might have to do some blocking here, but I'm just gonna wait. We're gonna gain some life. High risk here, but I don't know what else to do. Now, we'll see, probably going for the duplicate here. And we'll probably have to chump. They didn't go for it. Okay, they're giving us a chance. Find us a land, please, deck. Find us a land. Even then, I don't know exactly what we do, but I know it starts with this. It's got to start with this. And now, do we have any attacks? I mean, that's the thing. They've got the 5 that makes attacking not even that great. But hopefully we can get on board pretty heavily here. We can make a Centaur if we're willing to tap 5 of our creatures. I don't think tapping 5 makes sense here. So I think we have to pass. But we're in a spot where Ladev Champ starts to be able to create us some chumps. If we let some of our creatures die, the Foragers is going to gain us some life. So we'll see how they want to attack, but we gotta start trading some stuff off here. Going for another Book Devourer. All right, well, we're gonna try and make some trades here and then try and dump our hand. That means we need to go like this, and like this, and like this here, and maybe a guard and a scout. Like, this is rough, but let's see, we're gonna have 7 mana next turn, and we can get Ledev and Woodshaper down. And they still have a lot of good attackers here. Trying to figure out if we're just taking taking it all from the Cyclopses, or possibly even like taking it from the Book Devourer. What if we took the Book Devourer and instead tried to do this? Then we have some extra blockers next turn. I think we got to do this. We're going to mill them out. Alrighty now. 7 total mana. I think we have to... We can Foragers, but then we don't get anything else. We just get a bunch of life, though. The life would be nice. I just don't know if we can afford to do that. Yeah, Ledev Rosemane is interesting because we don't want to put the Rosemane. We don't put Ledev at risk, so that seems pretty fair. Yeah, I'm down with that. All right, let's try and survive. They could have the gasoline here to just kill us right now. But if they're starting with that, that's a good sign that they didn't have it immediately. Yeah, Wave for the Win would do it. That's why we wanted one of those cards for our Boros leaning direction we had initially. I think that does it. Let's see. We get they get 4, 5. Yeah, they get yeah, they get it. All right. Not Wave for the Win, but classic Is It Win. All right, let's try again. Give you one more. Give some meat for the YouTube viewers who've stuck around to watch the games. And the viewers. No 2, but I can't throw this back. Maybe we'll draw one. Good question. I might just take the Friday after Thanksgiving off. Make it a family weekend, long weekend. Hey, we found a 2. Must be nice to be us. We could take the barrier out of the way, but we're going to start with the old Blade Instructor. I could have attacked. Maybe they wouldn't have blocked out of some kind of fear, but didn't seem quite correct. Now I like ditching the Wary. I think it's our worst card. It's not too bad, actually. I think we'll be okay. It gives us a nice attack this turn. We drop another Blade Instructor. And then if they get us... I mean, they'd have to play... They'd play a land, play a 1-mana spell to return this. Like, yeah, I think we're going to be okay. We're going to be just fine. Yeah, Vapors would be brutal, but... Oh, you're talking about last game. Gotcha. Great. Great, great, great. Now we get to take heart the Blade Instructor. Well, let me think this through, because we got to decide if we want to play this Rosemane or not. Because if we do, we got to leave one behind, which I guess we do. We'll take heart, one Blade Instructor, send in with these two. This is going to mentor the other instructor, which will make both of them be able to attack through the informant. That's a big take for them, especially with Rosemane coming after. Now go ahead, play your disinformation campaign. We know nothing. Well, why would anybody put a Barrier of Bones in their Dimir deck? As much as I love Dimir, Guilds was one of my worst win percentages of all the formats I've played since I've been streaming, so perhaps my love of Dimir was actually hurting my win percentage. Dowser is strong. That's the play I was talking about that makes these decks feel like they suck. But we also have so much going here. I think we just got to crash in, right? They eat one, but have force blocks on the others. Rough, but what are we going to do? Just sit here and not do anything? We got to send in. And they don't get to eat two. No, we're gonna instruct the other instructor. Trouble is now they play any creature and they're in a good spot. I could sandbag this. Yeah, I guess there's no reason to play it. I guess yeah, no, Rat Burglar could be a reason to play it. Well, if we draw Camaraderie, we can play the land and play the Camaraderie. So that's not the issue. The issue is do we lose out here? Yeah, they disinfoed. I knew they had discard. Silly of me. I just didn't think they would have time to do that. We win anyway? How do we win? I don't see a win here. In fact, I don't see an attack. We can get them to 1. Oh yeah, you forgot the Severed Strands life gain. All right, well, now we're going to play and hope for an out. But they only have 6 cards to our none. I think they're in a good spot. All right, Ledev Champ, not too bad, but the fact that they played nothing and left 6 mana and 5 cards up means this is just getting countered. They probably shuffle a couple of these back in. Why not +1 the Rosemane? That's not how it's not how Mentor works, Dionysus. Yeah, we got to try, I suppose. I mean, I think we're just going to get countered and we're going to lose, but we got to try. There they are. Covering up. Camaraderie off the top if they don't find a... This is the thing. We're just so up against it. I don't know how we possibly win from here. So annoying that we got forced into Selesnya. And we found the Camaraderie, and they found just enough to not die, unfortunately. But we're going to go... We're going to do it. And we have good attacks, at least. Would have helped to find something other than 2 basics, but maybe we'll find something on our next turn. They can't really attack here unless they have another blocker. Nice. Okay, they could give it Death Touch, but again, all we can do is try. I think this is going to get countered with their other... other devious cover-up and the loop will begin. But again, let's make him have it. Yeah, that was the other possibility. There's not a lot of instant speed surveil, but again, we had to try. At least it's dead. I can't believe we're even doing this well. Take Heart. I guess I'm not at scoop phase, but we're awfully close. We do have Skyline. We have a 2-drop that flies. We find a 2-drop that flies. It might actually be enough if they don't have flying defense, you know? Almost can pump it and pump it again, but unfortunately, neither one... We can't do both, and one of them alone is not enough. We got so close on this one. They had to have just the right stuff at just the right time, or we would have turned that... we would have closed the deal, but they turned the corner. Hawk, not going to be enough. Well, now I should just play this thing out because we're going to lose next time too. This deck sucks. This color pair sucks. We were saying Selesnya is not that bad. Selesnya is awful. Well, based on my results, it's awful. No green yet, but we'll keep this. We got stuff to do at least. Hopefully the 1-2 bracket will be a little kinder to us. Like our chances much better on the play. We'll see what we can do on the draw. Beetle is mocking us a bit, but we've got to play. Take literally any land, but ideally a forest. That is literally any land. I think you're wrong, Robert. I don't think we would not be in any better shape in some nonsense Jeskai build here. I think that would have been terrible too. Like, I don't think that was the answer. I'd rather have a reasonably solid mana base. Huh. All right. I really didn't think they were going to take that trade, but we'll take it. All right. Well, 4 mana again is suggestive of counter spells, but let's start with a beetle and see if they've got it. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the hawk. It still gets a... I think we could put it on the blade instructor. I'm going to put it on the hawk, though. My feeling is if they have something like the whisper agent, something to trade with the instructor, we're going to rather have that up on the hawk. I think they were killing whatever we put the counter on there. Notion Rain not bad for us. Suggests that unless they find a land and a really nice 2, we're going to get in for 5. Hey, look! Land and a really nice 2. But we still get in... Well, we could Inspiring Unicorn and wait. That's really frustrating, though. Come on! Come on! If we attack here, we get a 2-2 beetle and they just trade, and that's not great. So yeah, I'm going to do this. We're going to play the unicorn and see about next turn. But they're going to play a 6th land, and then they're Dimir, and they're going to play blockers, and Selesnya is going to suck. The fox? I don't get your joke. Oh, this. Yeah, somebody told me to switch pets on this account when they first emerged. It's a strong 2-drop. This is a strong 2-drop. I like the Adept a lot. Becomes must-kill towards the end of grindy Dimir games. And it helps you survive against Boros. when it drops on 2. I don't know, Oppo, what are you thinking about? Yeah, okay, we just gotta make sure the triggers stack and then it'll be all right. Although we're gonna mentor the unit, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll do it all, and then this happens, and then that happens. Perfect. It is good for that, Mama. Making sure you're not frozen. And we'll go with Wood Shaper here. Find something else. Which one of these do we want? We get District Guide. We get for sure to our camaraderie levels. Yeah, I guess we just want District Guide, although Flyer nice as well. You want the Flyer or the District Guide? District Guide lets us District Guide into Champ for sure next turn. I think I like that. Flyer's probably better to finish, but being certain of Guide Champ next turn into Camaraderie seems very powerful as well. So I'm going to go with the Guide. Not sure which is best for our win percentage there, but I do like the guaranteed double spell next turn, barring counter magic, of course. Ooh, Imp is interesting. Puts pressure on us to maybe even use Camaraderie on our upcoming turn if we find a land off the top that comes into play untapped. We did. So, interesting. Yeah, I think I like just Camaraderie, draw 3 cards, get big, and yeah, creates good attacks, gives us lots of fodder against the Imp. Very high pressure attack now. And take card is nice for next turn as well. Good. Put into some hard choices here. They're trying to figure out if they have room to trade for something. Double block trade. They're trying to figure it out in a way that they're not just chumping 3 things, which I get. I think they do have to find a way to kill something here. Maybe not, they think. There we go. All right. All right. Reasonable sequence of plays from Oppo, but I really love what the Camaraderie did for us in terms of refill. So now we could go, if we go Champ Guide, we can't play Loxodon. They might have counters. I think we start with District Guide, fish out counter magic. gonna take a forest. Now we'll try the champ. Seems like there was a pause. Maybe they'll counter this. They're thinking about it. Yeah, they're counting their cover up. Do we have a swing now? We don't have a swing now. Oh yeah, we have the take heart, you think? Yeah, sure, we can use take heart. Huh. All right. I'm not going to use take heart there. I'm going to save it. Happy to get in an extra 2. Haha. There's our other one. Well, ostensibly take heart plus camaraderie just kind of wins. I'm trying to figure out what we want. If let's assume they have another cover up. How do we want to play it? Assuming counterspell. And I think what we want to do is save the camaraderie and fish out counters with Loxodon. And then if Loxodon is countered, camaraderie refills us again a little bit. Not amazing. If camaraderie gets countered, I guess if camaraderie gets countered, we can then, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, we can almost camaraderie and then backup plan Loxodon. Yeah, we can't do both. But we can camaraderie and take heart. All right, I'm going to try the camaraderie play. See how it goes. Yeah, there they go again with the cover up. Now, if we attack with both and they block what's in front of them, that's bad for us because we just lose one of our creatures. So we can only swing with the 2/2. Yeah. And if they double block, the take card is good enough. And we'll obviously take out the bigger of the 2 here. Yeah, it was fine to make him have it. The question was, if they have it, what do we want to follow? What do we want to get countered and what do we want to follow with? And we have good news is that both of the plays that we end up with are strong. All right, Oppo doesn't even want to. I guess we can. I guess they felt it wasn't worth another draw. I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna keep going. I was supposed to have lunch with a friend today anyway. Did I say 1 game? 1 or 2 games? How about 5 at least? 5 games. I want to get some extra streaming in this month anyway, since I'm taking some vacation time between the wedding I went to and Thanksgiving, so yeah, more Magic for you. I don't love the double take heart in this spot, but we're going to keep open on planes, play the Hawk, then Guildgate, then turn 3 Blade Instructor with some hearts up after that. Yipe. Well, this is going to be telegraphed as heck, but I'm going to keep the Hawk back and attempt to eat the Swift Blade. Excuse me, Swift Blade. Or that could happen. Sadly, now we need to make a 5/5 Healer's Hawk just to trade with the Vindicator. It'll be a 3 for 2. If we can even make it happen. But Vindicator must die or we do, so let's try. Ouch! But we live. I'm gonna Wood Shaper here to max our mana. Yeah, take a Unicorn. It's the Glaive that I don't like, that chat really did for some reason. I don't know. It can be good. I'm not saying this can never be good, but I'm not super impressed by it. Unicorn or max our plays? I think I'm gonna max our mana here. See if we can take advantage of the mana screw here and get there. Stay stuck, Oppo. Stay stuck. All right. They decided mana screw was not worth trying to overcome. Selesnya is great when your Oppo gets stuck on 2 and quits. Well, now I have to play again. Jeez. Because that didn't count, obviously. Also, if I stop playing, I have to go be an adult about stuff. Who wants to do that? Again, a little slow, but we do have a 2. Maybe we'll find a 3 or something else. Ideally, we just find a 3 before 3. Or even another 2. Because if we can get one more creature out by 3, then we can get a Rosemane discounted for 4. Actually, we can do that anyway, but you know what I mean. Some Grixis action, you say. All right, well, with nothing to do on 3, we'll go ahead and fly over. Sad thing to do on 3, but we're doing it. Yeah, we still get to Rosemane next turn. Based on historical trends, this will last until like next Thursday. All right, no more Rosemane for us. And literally nothing to do. Woohoo! Okay, not literally nothing. We could take hard our opponent's creature. I acknowledge that. That would be a lose on our own terms way to go out, Razor, but I think I'm going to hold off on that play for now. Speaking of mind games, how about Thief of Sanity? We're so dead. I feel like if a Thief of Sanity hits you, this may as well have what's her name text on it. The kill you if she touches you from onslaught block. I feel like you get hit by Thief of Sanity once and you've effectively lost. Phage, yeah. This is just a 3-mana Phage. 3-mana flying Phage. Go ahead, play our spell. Just rub it in. Nope. Oh, they're gonna do their own thing that completely blanks the best common in our deck. We have Take Heart though, so we're gonna do that. We have Take Heart plus Blade Instructor. I'm still going to do Blade Instructor because if we find an untapped land, we can Vigor Spore Worm with Take Heart up. That seems good. We can also Camaraderie with Take Heart up. Yeah, I'd like to trade a Take Heart for Blow right now, but the density of Mentor in our deck made Take Heart the correct play in the abstract over that. We buy this. I'm gonna Take Heart now and see if it happens. I mean, they only have one blue, so I don't see how they counter it, but might as well make sure that we get this to actually happen. They have some instant, maybe it's that uncommon black removal spell. It's the Sizzle. Maybe I was a little greedy to go for that, but I was also feeling like, again, with Thief of Sanity, we had to take some risk to have any chance whatsoever. At least that's pretty big. Next turn, Camaraderie. Maybe this isn't a lost cause. But they have so much action up here. They have so many cards. Not guaranteed that it's action, but my expectation of action is so high. This has to be action. It's our action. I'm gonna no block. I don't think they have, like, I mean, they could have a Take Heart or something, but we're gonna let this happen. Secret Selesnya tech. Thief of Sanity has no good targets. Honestly, now I think we have to try to go wide and get him with the Camaraderie. Like, that's, except we're at 4. Yeah, I guess let me start with go to combat. All right, well, I'm going to attack with the worm. I guess this means, yeah, well, they probably get, as long as they trade, that's fine. But then we're just going to have to chump here anyway. I don't know. Well, still trades. And we go with this. Guide. Get our gate. Play gate. Well, camaraderie will gain us some life. Maybe. Obviously not playing around counters, though, Nantuko. I mean, I know you know that, but I presumed we were dead when the Thief of Sanity hit us once. The fact that we're still in it is just stubbornness, if more than anything. Oh, I can't do no blocks. I thought I was passing to blocks there, but I caught it in time. We're going to chump over. We could try and kill. What does that do for us? I don't think it does enough. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we'll try and kill it. I think we're just dead on this. All right, the fact that worked is something. I know it makes camaraderie worse, but we had to get that off the board. Again, we're just dead in a multitude of ways here. And if Oppo can't beat us with 4 of our cards and 2 of theirs, I don't know. I don't know what they're picking. Well, still need to do this, and then let's see, that gains us a life. I think we gain a life, and we can eat this thief at least and survive one more turn. Why do we have to? Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the mentor makes power creatures, that's true. So if I kill the mentor, but then if I went for the blade instructor, then the dissonant is dead and we're still dead. So we just didn't have an out there is the bottom line. Let's see if they attack with both though. All right, they found it. Nantuko with the high risk. Actually, low risk bet, but you could have lost that. They could have keeled over. Their internet could have gone out. I am thrilled to be 3-3 with this deck, and hey, y'all got a full event. How about that? Selesnya getting 3 wins seems like the about as good as I could hope for. I'll go in here, open this pack. More gems. Nice little mythic run there. Triple mythic. More mythics. And, in a sense, more mythics. All right. We made it through Selesnya with 3 wins. I'll take it. Let's see who we're going to raid today. Go to my... raid options. I sent you to Desert Bus yesterday, but I think we'll go with a different destination today. If you want to go support the Desert Bus charity event, by all means, do so. But I want to see who else is around. Although the answer is not many folks are around. What's Legendvida doing? Limited and constructed. All right, we'll give Legend Vida chance. I'd still try to mix it up. Desert Bus is great. If you want to go watch Desert Bus, that's cool. Do that. I'll go to Cuneo another time, but we're gonna raid Legend Vida. Maybe they can tell me how they prefer their name to be pronounced. All right. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you all tomorrow.